Hello everyone, I'm Lexi Nair, and welcome to the AEW Control Center. We are only 10 days away from AEW's biggest pay-per-view of the year. One of the most anticipated matches has to be the ladder match between the Young Bucks and the Lucha Brothers. This rivalry all started back at the AEW press conference in Las Vegas, leading to an incredible match at Double or Nothing. Since Double or Nothing, these two teams have set out to prove that they are the best in the world, and we will finally have answers at All Out. One of these teams will climb the ladder to the top of the AEW Tag Team Division. We recently caught up with the Young Bucks as they prepare for this historic matchup.
The Young Bucks versus Lucha Bros, no question about it, is one of our greatest rivalries ever. You know, it's funny, usually Nick and I have like this advantage over every other opponent we're ever in the ring with because we're brothers. So we have this chemistry that you can't really necessarily teach. You can't learn it along the way. It's just there. It's in your blood. But in this instance, we don't have that advantage because the Lucha Bros are real life brothers too. So they're always on the same page. They're always thinking the same thoughts. Finally, we're on this even playing field. And it's tricky because now we have to find a new way to beat our opponent. Pentagon Jr. is probably the most charismatic guy I've ever been in a ring with.
And Phoenix is definitely the craziest man I've ever been in a ring with.
So you put them together and you have this recipe for disaster.
They live by this catchphrase, and I think it's actually true. They are fearless, and they haven't ever been in a tag team match with a tag team that is as fearless as us.
They've never been in a ladder match with us. They must have never seen
any of our clips.
Well, when they challenged us to the ladder match, I was thinking, I'm like, they must have never seen what Nick has done off of a ladder. There's no real way to prepare for a match like this, and you know, they're calling this match the Escalera de la Muerte, which is like stairway to death. I don't translate it in Google and you get the right answer. I get it though. I get why they want to call it that. This is their style of ladder match. Who knows what that means? Are we ready to do more than just have ladders in a match? Maybe throw them through a couple of tables? Sure.
This ladder match means the world to us, and we have to hit a grand slam. And usually, when the stakes are the highest, the Young Bucks prevail.
We always excel.
You know, I came to this interview today, Adam, and I had a lot of questions. But this story really writes itself. It's so simple to break down and what this match on Saturday night, August 31st, is going to mean not only to this company, but to you as an individual, and certainly Chris Jericho. There'll never be another first champion. A lot of people says that it's too much too soon for you. Have you thought about that? Maybe it is too much. You're 27 years old.
I know that a lot of people, maybe in their best case scenario, they see the first night of TNT TV, they see someone who's done it 1,000 times before, who's carried the torch, who's carried the championship 1,000 times before, walk down the aisle to present All Elite Wrestling to the world. They might see that and they might think that's best case scenario. But when I think about what All Elite Wrestling is at its core, you know, it wasn't built by recognizable faces or corporate sponsorships. It was built by people doing some cowboy shit. It was built by people, thousands of fans around the world who wanted to see something different. And I think that I can be that guy to give them something different.
I've watched a lot of your matches, and I don't think you've ever been in the ring with anybody as dangerous as this cat at this point in time in his life. I've called probably more of his matches than anybody alive. I can't find where he's the son of a bitch is weak. And I don't know how you prepare for that, quite honestly.
How do you train for Chris Jericho? How do you prepare for Chris Jericho, somebody who's willing to attack you from behind to make a statement? You kind of can. You know, I grew up nearly my entire life watching Chris Jericho. Every week, sometimes more than once a week, my whole life until he ended up in the same locker rooms as me, and I watched him from behind the curtain then. And you're right, he doesn't have many weaknesses. Not many you can list. And I think about all the years and years and years I spent leading to this moment. I didn't realize it, but watching his matches, getting here, that the one weakness that he has is something that he showed me just a month or two ago. It's how physically desperate he is for that championship in this moment. I listened to him in Jacksonville. I listened to what he said. He said he wanted to beat the Hangman. He wanted to be the first All Elite Wrestling World Champion. I don't want this. I need it. I've said it since day one that I would be the first All Elite Wrestling Champion. I said that I needed to be in the first ever All Elite Wrestling match and won the Casino Battle Royale. I'm telling you, I need to be in this main event position for the title, and I'm telling you, I need to win it.
I think that Jericho's going to go in this match as the favorite. Does that, if that is true, that's my assumption. Does it bother you to be the underdog?
No, I think I've been the underdog for my whole career, the entire thing. I kind of like it that way.
I've heard through the grapevine, you can confirm yea or nay, that your parents are going to be in Chicago to watch this event. What's that mean to you?
You know, I was raised up on a tobacco farm, real small, family farm. My parents taught me about hard work, about humility, about how that can get you somewhere. But I remember when I was a kid, I can vividly remember my dad telling me that I was going to have to find something else to do. And I like to think that in this point in my life, I've found it. So, my parents, they haven't been on a plane in probably 15 years, but All Out weekend, they're getting on a plane, they're coming to Chicago. I'm going to put them front row and let them see this damn match.
Cool, man. Good for you. More reason to have the match of your life, buddy. More reason to have the match of your life and make them proud. We know Chris Jericho is listening. He's not going to miss a beat. He's a strategist and a great one. What would you say to him right now, directly to Chris Jericho? What would be your message from the Hangman to Jericho?
This one night, this is history. It only happens one time. I get one chance. If I lose this, I'm going to go back to the tobacco farm, live there. This is what I've got. This is my opportunity. If Jericho loses, he can make another Fozzy record. He'll be fine on his AEW contract. This is my opportunity. It is the only opportunity I might get. I would do anything. I would do anything to win that championship because I have to. In front of my family, the fans that have followed us for years and years, I have to win this.